In a recent Reddit post, Meghan Markle's been accused of fabricating a participation in both the Los Angeles Marathon and a 4K race in New York City, raising questions about the authenticity of her past social media posts. The Redditor, who delved into Markle's old Instagram and blog, discovered what appears to be two glaring inconsistencies. The first alleged lie dates back to September 2012 when Nike gifted Markle some athletic gear. She captioned the post, "Let the training begin," #LA Marathon 2013, suggesting that she'd registered for and would be running the 2013 Los Angeles Marathon. However, her name doesn't appear in any official race records, including variations and nicknames. While it is possible to run under a pseudonym, doing so seems illogical when one has publicly announced their participation in training. 7 months later, Markle allegedly misled her followers again, this time about participating in the New York Roadrunners Run for the Parks, a 4K race benefiting Central Park's upkeep. In 2013, this race also served to honour the victims of the Boston Marathon attack, with participants wearing bibs reading "I run for Boston." Markle posted a photo captioned, "New York, I love you so much. #morning run, run for Boston, #Central Park," implying that she took part in the event. The Redditor, however, pointed out that her name does not appear in the official race records. Additionally, the photo that she posted appears to be a cropped image belonging to someone else. As there were no spectators, barricades, or crowds dressed in athletic clothing typical of race day. Following the revelations that Meghan Markle falsely claimed to have registered for the LA Marathon and participated in a 4K race in New York City, it's likely that Nike will think twice before sending her any more freebies. The athletic giant, which gifted Markle some gear in 2012, might be reconsidering their generosity after discovering that the brand was used in a misleading social media post. Brands like Nike value authenticity and integrity, and being associated with fabricated claims can damage their reputation. Consequently, Markle's chances of receiving future gifts from the company seem slim. These allegations aren't the first time that Markle's been accused of exploiting events for personal gain. The Redditor draws parallels to appearances at the Grenfell Tower fire site and the Uvalde tragedy. In the case of Grenfell, where a massive building fire left hundreds displaced and hurt, Markle allegedly used the tragedy for her own exposure. Although the women of Grenfell had already set up a communal kitchen and were publishing a cookbook to raise funds, Markle reportedly swooped in before a wedding, wrote a foreword, and put out press releases implying that the cookbook was her idea. This act, according to critics, contributed nothing but good publicity for herself. Similarly, after the Uvalde school shooting, Markle reportedly flew in hours after the attack, with cameras in tow, and released positive statements in various publications. Critics argued that her visit was more about self-promotion than genuine compassion, as she arrived at an active crime scene while politicians and prominent figures with ties to the area waited for the police to release their statement. These incidents paint a troubling picture of Meghan Markle as someone willing to fabricate or exaggerate her involvement in events for personal gain. From falsely claiming participation in marathons and races to allegedly exploiting tragedies, Markle's actions have drawn significant criticism.